Today's video is all about bunnies. If you love bunny decor for Easter, you are going to love this video. These bunnies turned out so stinking adorable. So without further ado, let's jump in. For this first DIY, you are going to need a water bottle and something to fill the bottom, whether that be rocks. I got these from Dollar Tree. You could use sand, dirt, really whatever you wanted to give those water bottles some weight so they don't tip over. I filled mine up about halfway, and then I put the lid on, added some hot glue around the seam just to give it a little extra security. You're also going to need some foam balls and then some fur. I picked these up from Hobby Lobby, thought they were absolutely adorable, so I had to have them for this project. You are going to lay your water bottle down on the bottom of your fur, and we are going to wrap the fur around the water bottles. So I'm just going to add some hot glue to one side of my water bottle and then add the fur down on top of that. And then I'll roll my water bottle and hot glue it to the other end. Now I'm going to hot glue that foam ball to the very top of my lid, and then we are going to cut the seam down the middle where the other part opens, so you're going to have two flaps on each side. You're going to fold in one of those sides. Your goal is to make these look like bunny ears. So I'm going to fold it in and then hot glue it together. This part can be a little bit tricky, so just do your best. I struggled with it a tad bit, so if you struggle with it too, just know you're not alone. Just keep trying and it will look perfect. Now I needed something to give my ears some stability, so I grabbed this 16 gauge wire. I'm going to cut out two pieces and then I'm going to fold them to look like bunny ears and then just twist the ends together. I'm going to add these into my foam ball, just pushing that right on in there, and then you can add your bunny ear right over the top, and then it will give it the stability it needs to stand up. Then you're just going to repeat that process on the other side. You're going to fold in your bunny ear and hot glue it together. Fold your wire together and twist the bottom and then put it into that foam ball. And then just add your ears over the top, and then you'll hot glue all the ends closed. Now I'm going to use some beads that I picked up from Hobby Lobby for the face, and then I also grabbed some cotton balls to use for his face as well. I'm going to start by adding some ribbon around the water bottle where it meets the foam ball so that we can get the definition for his head. Just make sure you're taking out all that fur so that it goes over the ribbon. And then I tied a bow, and I'm going to hot glue that over the ribbon that we tied around his neck. And then I'm going to work on the face. So I just took two of those cotton balls, glued them together, and then I will glue them down to the face. I did kind of spread the fur out so that I could glue everything down without it being just straight onto the fur. I'm going to glue his nose down right on top of those cotton balls. And then I used a little Cricut tool for the beads for the eyes just to be able to hold them a little bit better. And then I glued those down to his face. And then we'll work on the two little whiskers just using that 16 gauge wire. I just cut two pieces out and tried to get them the exact same size. I'm going to take a pencil and wrap that wire around the pencil to give it that coily look. And I do that for both pieces. And then I will hot glue those whiskers down to the face. And that's all you got to do for this one. It turned out so cute. I found these on another group. They called them Frazzled Bunnies, and I thought they looked so adorable, so I had to try it myself, and they were just so cute. So many people were making them, and everybody's looked absolutely adorable. And this one, I think, turned out really cute as well, especially with the pastel fabric. I think it looked so cute. For this project, I grabbed this arch piece from Michael's. I don't remember how much it was, but I want to say under $10. And I'm going to start by painting it with some cream colored paint. I am not going to give this a full coat. I want some of that wood grain to show through. So I just gave this a really rough coat. Next, I'm going to go in with Mineral Chalk Paint by Waverly, and I'm going to distress this using a sponge. And I'm just going to do kind of a dry brush method, dab in the paint and then dab the majority off. And then I'm just going to go around the entire arch, all the sides, all of the edges, and just give it a nice distressed finish. I'll also go through the middle and distress it even more. Now I picked up these rub-on transfers from Essential Stencils. They are so adorable. Look at those bunnies. I just think they're so pretty. I'll have them linked down below. You can also use code LizMoore to get 10% off at checkout. So I just took the girl bunny and I am going to get her right in the middle of that arch, and then I'm going to begin rubbing her onto the wood piece. I like doing this by rubbing it all down and then pulling up as I'm rubbing. I find that that's the easiest way to do it. So I just take my little rubber tool and then pick up one of the plastic edges and start rubbing and pulling at the same time. Like I said, that's just how I like to do it, how I find it easiest to do. And I am just going to do this until the entire thing is rubbed onto my piece. And that's all you got to do for this DIY. I'm going to leave it as is. I thought about adding some paper flowers to the top of her little headband, but I thought that the flowers that she had on there was already so perfect and so beautiful, so I couldn't cover it up. But this is just so pretty. I love it so much, the simplicity of it. I just think it looks absolutely adorable with all of my other Easter pieces. For this DIY, I'm going to take one of my kits that you can find on my website, moorevinyldecals.com. I love the bunnies with the glasses. I did one kind of similar a couple videos ago with some 2x4s that were so much fun. So I decided this time I'm going to make a little cutting board with the ears. I'm going to paint it in a cream color, and then I'm going to use my Posca pens for the glasses and then paint the nose. Add a little bit of blush for the cheeks. And I decided to make a couple little bundles on my website, a bundle of glasses, a bundle of the hearts for the noses. So if you want to use the glasses and the noses for other kind of projects, then you can just pick those up individually as well. And then you can also pick up the little bunny cutting board and the glasses and the nose on there as well. So lots of fun items to choose from. I'm also going to be having a big release next Sunday, the 23rd. I'm going to have lots of fun Easter and spring items, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. I think that spring is just one of my favorites with all the bunnies, all the Easter, all the flowers. So I wanted to do some fun Easter and spring kits. I already have a couple up on my website that you can find right now. But if you want to stay tuned for the other kits that I have coming, make sure to keep an eye out for this upcoming Sunday. So I'm just painting my bunny using some pink for the ears, going back over it with the cream to kind of tone it down a little bit. And then I wanted to distress it using my Waverly Mineral Chalk Paint. And I just went through the entire thing, gave him a good distressing. And then I'll glue on the glasses right above those cheeks. And then I'm going to glue down that nose. And then for the eyes, I just take some black paint in the back of a paintbrush and do little dots for the inside of the eyes. And then for the whiskers, I have this wire. I'm going to coil it around a pencil, and then using some hot glue on all three ends, I'll just glue it down to the side of the nose. Very similar to that DIY that I did a couple videos ago with the 2x4s. very easy and simple to do, just with a little bit of a different background. I'll draw a line down from his nose, and then that is it for this one. He's so cute. You could also tie a little bow tie around the front, dress him up a little bit more if you wanted, but I'm just gonna leave him as is, and that is it for this one. For this project, I grabbed this 18-inch round from Home Depot. They were only $10, so I felt like that was a really great deal. I'm going to start by giving it one coat of white paint. I like using a roller on this just because it goes so much faster than trying to brush it on with just a regular paintbrush. I found these rollers at Hobby Lobby and they come with extra pack of rollers, so I thought that was a really great deal. I'm going to start by making a bow. Now, I am not very good at making bows. This is the very first time that I attempted on making one of those big fluffy bows. So I started by cutting a whole bunch of ribbon to 16 inches. I'm going to fold down my ribbon halfway down and then pinch it right in the middle. And then I'm going to do that for all of those pieces of ribbon and then just pile them all up together. Once I have them all pinched up in my hand, I am going to take a zip tie and zip tie them all together. I thought for my first time this turned out pretty good. I definitely need some more practice, but I'm excited to start making these bigger bows. Now for my big sign, I wanted it to have a checkered background. You can find this stencil in my shop, moorevinyldecals.com. These are made from Mylar plastic, so they are reusable and you can clean them off if you wish to. I am just very lazy and don't clean mine, but I'm going to go over it with a really pretty lavender color and do the checkered around the entire thing. So once I have this all done, I'm going to lift it up and then relay it down and go over that section and then just repeat that entire process until I have the entire thing covered in the checkered pattern. Next, I'm going to take this bunny that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm also going to take my Waverly Wax and Antique, and I am going to use a baby wipe to apply the wax to my bunny. I like doing this just because it doesn't give a very dark finish. It makes it pretty light when you rub it off with that baby wipe, so that's just what I did. I like using the baby wipe to apply the wax. And then I'm going to hot glue the bunny down to my sign, just right in the middle towards the bottom. And then I will staple on these picks that I got from Michael's. They were so cute, especially with the little carrots on them. So I just stapled both of those down to the top of my sign and then stapled down that bow right down in the middle and then fluffed it up a bit, and that is it for this one. I thought it turned out really cute. I don't know what it is about checkered for Easter and spring this year, especially with the fun colors, but I am just digging the checkered pattern this year. You'll see it in another one of my DIYs, but I just love this one so much. And the bunny was from the Dollar Tree, which makes it even that much more affordable. For this project, we are going to use one of these checkered stencils. Now these ones are smaller with the checkers, and you can also find them on my website. I'm going to take these Couture chunky bunnies that I got from Couture, obviously, and then the transfer that pairs with it to paste over top. And then you're going to pick out 3 colors, a purple, pink, and a bluish green. So I'm going to start by adding my checkered pattern onto all 3 of my bunnies. I'm just dabbing on the paint using a sponge brush. I only had one of my little dabbers, and I would much prefer to use the little dabbers than a regular foam brush, but what can you do? So I just dab on all the paint. I make sure to wipe off any excess, kind of like a dry brushing technique when I'm using those foam brushes. So dab in the paint, dab the majority off, and then go in up and down dabbing motions to the stencils so that you don't bleed with the paint underneath. Then I'm going to take my mineral chalk paint from Waverly and I'm going to start distressing my bunnies, just going around all of the edges and giving them a good distressing. After I've done that, I wanted the bunnies to be a little bit more distressed than just with the Waverly chalk paint alone. So I'm going to go in with this distressed ink and I am going to use a little dense brush and go around the entire thing. I like to go around the edges and the tails, the ears and the face and just give it a really good distressing, and then whatever is left on my brush I'm just going to rub in the middle of the bunny just to give it a little bit more of a worn look to it. Once that's done and all the paints are dry, I'm going to go in with my surface wax from Couture. And I'm just going to use that on a paper towel and go over the entire bunny. And now I'm doing this so that when I put the transfer down, it's not going to peel up any of the paint that we just put down. I wanted to make sure all the paint is protected. So I'm just rubbing the wax on all 3 of my bunnies, and then I'm going to add the transfer down to all 3 of those bunnies. Now these are nice because it has a little outline on the outside so that you can match the outline to your bunny. It makes it really easy to see. And then I'm going to go in with my paint from Couture. This is the black ink paste, and I'm just going to squeegee over the entire thing for all 3 of my bunnies. Now one of my bunnies was holding a carrot, so I just took a really detailed paintbrush with some orange and some green and just filled in that carrot. And that is it for this one. Again, I don't know what it is about the checkered pattern that I'm just loving this season, but I think it's so cute, especially on these little distressed bunnies. I love it so much. If you're ever interested in Couture, I always have them linked down below so that you can find them. But that is it for today's video. I hope that you loved these as much as I did. I think that they turned out so cute. Again, I'm loving bunnies for this season. I'm a little bit obsessed with them. Let me know which project was your favorite in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you guys leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!